So I'm like, try not to look at him. I go walk.
Did you look at her hog? Tell the truth, Zach. Did you even little glances?
Were you hog watching?
Were you
hog watching?
Hog watching.
Because if that's me, I'm just gonna be like, I got a bigger hog than the head coach here.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Out of Pocket. I'm the Jethro Jenkins.
I'm Basha K. Johnson's fifth oldest grandson.
I'm Zach Schwartz.
Shout out to her. You feel me? Big love.
Peace.
You feel me?
Rest in peace to the GOAT.
So we got to talk about this. Westbrook's experience here hasn't been the best, and people are calling him Westbrook, and he went out and said that folks are shaming the man's name. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Can I ask you two, did anyone ever have like a rude nickname for either of you guys growing up? Because I never really did. I mean, people would say Zach, which isn't that bad. I never really had one, but I would imagine it would be fucking annoying if someone did.
I talked about this on a prior podcast, but my mom used to call me sausage nose to reel me in. I would always clown them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I would clown my little sister.
Yeah.
And so my mom would be like, all right, sausage nose. And I'd be like, ooh, let me reel it in real quick. You know what I mean?
I'll just say this. I mean, when you look at Westbrook and the situation going on, it hasn't been the best experience, obviously, with Lakers Nation. Lakers Nation notorious for bullying, shaming. I've been here since 2018 when LeBron came. When he first came, the narrative was, he just wants to make movies, doesn't give a fuck about winning. I think in LeBron's 4-year tenure with the Lakers, we've heard every nickname under the sun: LaQuit, LaChoke, LaMickey, LaDisney, A Disney.
But N-word on his fence.
And disrespecting vandals or vandalizing his mural. So I think there's a thing going on where LeBron fans are getting blamed for this. This is a Lakers Nation thing. And I mean, it is what it is. But I've also seen them bully to greatness. KCP was literally, in the contention for finals MVP. Got Caruso in the running for All-Star game. So this is a fan base. All fan bases are toxic. This is a humongous fan base, so obviously you're going to spotlight some of the bad apples in it. But my experience as a LeBron fan with Lakers Nation has been amazing. If you play at a high level, they'll rock and respect you.
Sure.
There is a fine line, though, and I think the problem we get with the internet nowadays, you get a lot of bitch-ass coward motherfuckers who hide behind, I'm this, that, or whatever, say shit they would never say in real life, death threats. Like, I get death threats.
The death threats is insane, bro.
Like, I get death threats on Twitter, not often, but enough where it's like, motherfucker, you would never say this shit to me if you saw me in real life.
No.
So in fandom, it is fandom, fanatic, right? You're delusional, you're crazy, you get out there, and I understand the passion that Lakers fans have, but there comes a point, and believe me, like, Westbrook isn't the worst name I've heard, but if he says stop playing with my fucking name, like Baby says, stop playing with my fucking name. Like,
we talked about there should be like something with the NBA where they allow certain people to get punched in the face. Some people sometimes
for real.
People say violence is the answer. Sometimes violence is the answer, bro. You know what I'm saying? If people knew what it felt like to get punched in the face, especially by an NBA player that would dog you like Westbrook, maybe they wouldn't talk as much.
James Wozni, very quickly, favorite Shaq memory.
What?
Favorite Shaq memory.
I'm on a call. I told you.
Yes, very quickly.
All right, well, we have to go back to the beginning, really. Not very quickly. My favorite recurring Shaq memory is very specific. It's every time he says that Steph Curry is his favorite player.
And we're done here. Thank you.
He advocates for his career as like the best player in the NBA, best to watch, Warriors' best team to watch.
I knew you were going to do something to upset.
Endless, and it's amazing. Go Shaq. I love you, man. Love Steph Curry, too.
Thank you, James. Appreciate it.
Shaq just recently had a birthday. You know what I'm saying?
The happiest.
What's your favorite Shaq moment? That's what I want to know. He's had such good moments.
Can I go first?
Yeah, for sure.
1,000%. It's the dunk against the Knicks. Who is it he dunked on? Was
Chris
it
Dudley. That's
Chris
my favorite
Dudley.
moment.
The push.
That's my favorite moment.
The dunk and then just the shove is so fluid. Like as he comes off the rim and hits the shove, delicious.
I got to go with Shaq's acting performance in Kazam. I think it's very, very underrated acting. One of my favorite movies growing up because I wish I had a big black-ass genie like Shaq to grant all my wishes, give me all the junk food I wanted. But I think of him as a player, just the ambassador he was to the game, especially at his height. People forget the young Shaq in Orlando who was just a beast, just dunking on dudes, bringing the ball up the court. And we've got the Blue Chips poster here too. I have a strong memory of that time my dad was in Blue Chips. I remember my dad shot that with Shaq and Penny. He came back with like 8 autographed Shaq cards.
Movies, G.
And I'm just like, yo, Shaq is that dude. And every time you see Shaq, he's cool as shit, funny, got a great family. So just happy birthday to Shaq. And I think the most recent thing we saw was the whole discussion on NBA, inside the NBA on that, like the gas. And if you just put 20 in the tank, then you never have to worry about refilling it.
Yeah.
He just says elaborate janky shit that don't make sense. But
don't make sense.
We give him a pass.
Shaq. We give him the pass.
Yeah.
I actually interviewed Shaq. You know what I mean? Yeah, I interviewed Shaq, at a past gig. And bro, like, what I loved about him is he made me feel like I've been new Shaq. Like, Shaq could have easily just big timed and been like, you know what I'm saying? But that's
Nate Robinson did that one time.
Yeah. But the thing is, like,
I didn't forget Nate. I was a day one Nate Robinson fan. I did not fucking
He was
forget.
tired.
He was tired, but also
Well, he got smoked then a couple weeks later, and I didn't feel so bad about
Karma's
that.
a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, excuse me. What's your favorite Shaq memory?
Who?
Favorite Shaquille O'Neal memory?
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. All right, we'll keep going.
All right, so more Lakers shit. Well, involving LeBron at least. Most impressive 50-point game. We had a couple this past weekend. One person was Jason Tatum. The other one was LeBron James, a 37-year-old, doing what he's doing. Which is most impressive?
Well, year 19, LeBron is the most impressive. Obviously, the season has not gone the way that Lakers fans wanted it to go. And, everybody's going to be like, oh, he's just chasing stats, whatever. But to smack the Warriors' ass, which, that's one win you got to get every season just to shut Warriors fans up. And to put that 56 piece up in dramatic fashion, Matt Stafford courtside, hey, I got to put a show on. We need a big name Ram at every game for the rest of the season.
Please.
Run them some tickets. We need AD, get OBJ up in there, get Matt Stafford up in there. No Jared Goff. His tickets everybody.
We don't need that. You feel me?
I'm going to go with LeBron also. I mean, it was awesome to see, but it also was like, damn, they needed a 50 burger from him to beat that team. Because that Warriors team is good, but like...
Without Draymond,
not that good. It ain't
the KD Warriors team either.
Steph and Clay. They've got Steph, though. This is the thing I don't understand. Because when
But a 50-piece, we needed a 50-piece for them too?
Whatever. But even Warriors fans now, we don't have this, that, whatever. You have Steph, right? He changed the game. What are we fucking talking about? We have LeBron in his peak. We didn't get that luxury. This is going to have a longer impact for him throughout the season. And AD just sitting there chilling. Where the fuck is Kendrick Nunn? Is Kendrick Nunn playing a basketball game?
I don't think that's a real person. I think that's a creative player. That's not a real person.
I finesse checks in my life, but I've never finessed in that stuff. You've seen me at least once or twice.
Kendrick Nunn does it as this. I think Wall is finessing the most. But I want to say this about Tatum. At one point while watching Tatum, I thought, this is the future of the NBA. This will be the best player in the NBA at some point. And I think that more than normal when watching Tatum, when Tatum's doing his thing. Like at 24, the way he scores, bro, only way to stop Tatum is to pray.
Oh,
he can do anything he wants on offense.
Light-skinned excellence.
And St. Louis, shout out to the
so
crib.
Smooth.
You feel me?
Every part of his game is so smooth. And it also, as a Laker fan, seeing so much of Kobe in his game is so fucking cool.
Kobe at 6'10".
It's right there.
Kobe at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kobe at 6'10".
Yeah.
In the era I grew up in, we had a lot of asshole coaches who were haters. If you were 6'8", 6'9", the one anomaly I could really think of was Lamar Odom. He was one of the first times I saw a dude that big that was running point and just like so graceful.
Yeah.
I think of people like Bol, just 7'1". Bringing the rock up the court. It just makes me so happy to see that these guys aren't being hamstrung by idiot coaches anymore. Hey, KD, get your ass in the post. Tatum, motherfucker, get buckets wherever you feel
wherever
like it.
you can.
Shoot over these dudes
you feel
and
me?
dominate. So it's good to see. I'm not a Celtics fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I do love light-skinned excellence, so I'm rocking with Jason Tatum.
Sean, how's it going? Favorite Shaquille O'Neal moment?
Favorite Shaquille O'Neal moment? Wow. One of the All-Star games where he's with the Jabberwockies and he's doing this on stage. That's probably number one for me.
It's a very good moment. Thank you, Sean.
All right, see you guys. I swear I wasn't looking at anything.
Let's talk winning time.
I fucking loved it. And I'll be honest, I was nervous having seen the trailer because I was like, I thought the trailer was not as good as it. Like I'd been following this since it got announced, the cast got announced. I was a little worried off that trailer. That first episode, banger, absolute.
How high were you?
I was not.
I was extremely high. It was a very beautiful watching experience.
Yeah.
One thing that tripped me out, the colors. The colors were so great.
It was vivid.
It was vivid.
I know the story pretty well. Like the second they show that white party, I was like, oh, this is it. Donald Sterling's, isn't it? And then Donald Sterling shows up, and I still fucking loved it. So.
I'll just say this. Shout out to Jeff Pearlman who wrote the book. Jeff did it obviously with great intention, did a ton of interviews, ton of research. I lean on my dad. Love the show from my standpoint, but if I'm Magic, if I'm Kareem, if I'm Jerry West, somebody got to run my fade,
bro.
Jerry West is special.
Jerry West is running phase on dudes right now.
Did we know that Jerry West was an asshole? I was like, is this news just to me, or did everybody know this?
I had heard from league people he's not always the easiest.
Inside baseball,
that's what I'd heard. But like he's always super kind in his media stuff. So I was always like, I don't know, maybe
And I think it's tough too the way that Norm Nixon's portrayed as kind of this jealous, bitter kind of lover type situation. They have his son Devon portraying him, but my dad reached out to Norm. Norm's like, I didn't even own a fucking fur coat like that. All this shit is, some of this shit is fabricated. I've worked in TV. You got to fabricate sometimes to be able to tell and push the story along from the perspectives you're trying to tell. But I'm curious to see how they portray Magic. Shout out to Solomon Hughes who played Kareem. My, the fuck off kid line was my favorite part of the show.
Casting was incredible.
Oh, amazing!
Casting was perfect.
One last Jerry West thing. So he obviously not in a good situation with the Lakers. Like, does not like them anymore. But as a Laker fan, you're sort of like, bro, you went to the Clippers. Why the fuck would they want? Like, I get it. You're a legend. Maybe when you retire, we can smooth this out.
He's the fucking logo.
Yeah, but you went to the rival.
If you're gonna do
the rival,
Bro,
if you're gonna do Jerry,
rival that has never won shit, it's
but
not
you're
really
at
a rival.
the rival.
He got a job.
There's
That's
a reason he did that, Zach. And look, if you're Jerry, do Jerry like you did Andy Garcia, right? He can't be courtside. Row 7. When they did that to Andy Garcia, it broke my heart.
They probably did. They probably were like row 7.
I saw Andy Garcia row 7. I wanted to cry. Andy Garcia wooed me out of violent situations as a kid, somebody I respect tremendously. But if you want to do something janky with the tickets, move him up a few rows if you want to send a message. But he is the logo, and he's not getting no bread for that.
I'll bet they did that. And he was like, I'd rather just not have the tickets.
Do you know how it happened?
What?
They called his wife and told his wife to
But
tell
now
him.
watching the show, are you like, of course they did?
I mean,
that's how he's
also
like-
heard Jerry West back then is not the same guy Jerry West is now. And Jerry West actually is like talking to Haley O'Shaughnessy about this. He's talking about how Jerry West actually is like, he gives a lot of advice because he fucked up a lot when he was younger.
Oh,
so
very
the Jerry
nice.
West is
Okay.
around the Lakers organization is like, hey, don't do that asshole shit because I did that and that doesn't get you anywhere.
But look, imagine you're Jerry West living in beautiful sunny Southern California. You're just taking L after L after L after L to the fucking Bostonian Celtics. Yes, you're gonna be an asshole. You're gonna be a dick.
And what's I used to think it was crazy that that's how cold Jerry West was, where he got the MVP even though they lost. I think that was just like, we can't give you you lost. We got to give you something. Who'll get the MVP?
The fuck I'm gonna do with this MVP?
That's almost patronizing.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck I'm gonna do with this trophy? I just got my ass dusted again. But imagine every year I'm gonna work out real hard this summer and get my ass busted again by Red Auerbach.
We went out to Windward High School to check out their Black History exhibit, and it was amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to Kermit.
Kermit, how did you guys set up this amazing exhibit? What kind of went into it?
I wanted to concentrate on the philanthropic stuff that these athletes do. So I grew up watching like 30 for 30 on ESPN and E60 and all these shows. And it used to bring me to tears to know what these athletes went through to either help humanity and the stuff that they actually do for mankind. So I thought of this project so other people can learn about these great athletes and the stuff that they do. And the good thing about this exhibit is I want to rotate out the athletes. There are so many other great athletes that I can put in here, and I wanted to include all kind of sports like race car driving and even like bullfighting. Any other sport in the world, I want to rotate it out to show what different athletes do for humanity. So that's how I got the idea. And Windward School has really, really helped me do it. I had a staff, the staff here had to be at least 20 people involved in this project, getting the iPads to loop these great videos of their highlights of their career. Setting it up was like a group effort from the school who had my back supporting me. So that's how I came up with it.
All right, that's Out of Pocket. I'm the Jethro Jenkins.
I'm Vinny the Microwave Johnson's godson.
I'm the greatest Gatorade maker of all time, Zach Schwartz.
All right.
Bienvenuti in that booty.
Oh, hello, Buckets. Did you enjoy that video? Well, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to the channel, check out some of the other videos we have. They're all fantastic. Also, like the video and make sure to comment on it, anything you want to tell any of us.